surprise, from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Whoever you're
It's no trouble if you must... just to create a minor inconvenience for your neighbor.
That's it.
Look how even the righteous... My device... It is Make no... What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little... Think of... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Mr. Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner work. I'd like...
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he? But why did we see things from his perspective? When I touch the...
Maybe so.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. You know very... Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now. We need to give him some time to process his emotions. Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. Nobody... So now it was all horrific. Of all the... After the load was the mechanic, the ballad, he thought knew. Holy... Yes.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him!
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, aren't you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes,
Does this info
very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take...
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord, I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me. Give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No. So tell me. Done.
Huh? What the? What happened?
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names those who died...
Hey!
You know, but if a colony...
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he... Oh no, he's really gone! Oh, can you hear me? Nihida! Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power. It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out! I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something Where the heck did he go? Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible. We're out! This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry. An emergency? Don't worry. Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking. Ooh, Paimon... Huh? Ah! Sorry, but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in... There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too? There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. So, alright, Paimon and Drayan... Oh! What do we... What Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly... Is that a food too? What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like... We've made it to Amanoma Smithy!
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans, most of the great sword. But fortunate, if my memory...
Oh, yeah, we learned a bit about the decline of the
In fact, he told me that there is no the Raiden Gokuden.
Vengeful.
400 years ago, so I'm told, Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting, knowing that they had just won the smith's death. In his powerless, alas, finally, in his fury. But when he kicked, that is why the...
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why? My
Don't tell. On to the... We're here!
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're
Are they...
the commissioner is...
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were any...
We'll be heading in.
Hello, dears. What would you like to know? Oh, they're as
So,
very...
well, got any more questions?
You're very Miss Kami, I must say.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're, great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry.
All right.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Well, here we are.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Xavier, what are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now...
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? I'm told that its history is one of the most...
A couple?
One was just in the last few years. They say he was a mechanic.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier?
Oh, I did...
Me neither.
What brought this on? Did you... Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mo? I do know the word, but sadly, Of course!
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will... Hey, all right.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are.
We have time.
The same topic.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh?
Unfortunately, we haven't made an... Huh?
I presume you'll want to read.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler, remember how last time...
What did you find out?
It's a long...
Wow.
Well.
Ugh. This new
Yes, okay.
And they're back at it.
Oh, so...
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop.
Will do. Nahida, we're here! Traveler, Paimon. Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had You look Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past. But how was he even able to do that? As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated. Nevertheless, yes, the Traveler comes from a world. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's... Paimon's having... I can only make inference... Something else worrying you? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Once he couldn't keep the story, the ballad, that power. Yeah, it just feels... Please wait a... Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that... What is it? A record from... You should take a look. A fairy? I authored the... Huh? When combined with... Hold on. Yes. Changing the Ermin's... That's incredible. And sending this story... But if we can... There was once in a while... But the monster... The kitten... Furious. A grave... The monsters... The monster... The fire was extinguished. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. How it would... I will become... We solved it! I remember to become this memory, creating it. I buried. It's hard to... Paimon has the balladeer before he... We still don't know how to change. It sounds like... This is why. So when you give to others, look, never forget. And that is... Yeah, good idea. You got it! Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer... What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. What is it? Why'd you do...
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford...
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetius, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetius? Isn't that a bit too cruel? Oh, all right.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really worried?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
Here you go, Bot.
Oh,
Something's come up.
I was just...
What?
I get it. But look, imagine... But anyway...
But I don't... No. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk. You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself.
Well, but these two...
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, Oh, like a past life or something? Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation? Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous... If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found actions through the...
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've... Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing...
It seems like my previous...
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but...
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street. He's got so...
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to.
Very well. Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf? Oh, good point. Given your...
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone. This looks like Ina... Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful. Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a...
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, is that because this is kind of like his birthplace? You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place... No, You're awake! What happened? How... Huh. Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original...
Let me get you.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as the but
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
What are we doing back here?
Whoa.
I was abandoned, like you.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't.
Yup,
This child, after his mother, after leaving...
What happened?
He died from...
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that can be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
That seemed to work. Propagate! Everybody stand back! Shine down! Must counterattack! There is no escape!
The loneliness of death.
Well met.
You back into it!
You can't run! Well, I see through you!
Light it up! Why do they never miss?
No slacking off!
Time to oblivion!
Well, don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Looks like I went too far.
Isn't time for a break yet! This is bad! My duty at an end.
This place is dark.
In the original...
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have...
What do you have to gain? Perhaps you find...
What a funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep...
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so.
Surely you're...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, by then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue?
The plot does...
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Renegade! The more, the merrier. I always bounce back. Just watch me.
Shine down!
Over here.
Leaving so soon.
Torn to oblivion!
Let me amuse myself a little.
There is no escape!
You really know how to get Everybody me. Stand back! Look at me. Just once more. Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem
The biolog... Nothing worse?
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you. Alas...
That was great.
I suggest...
The doctor...
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Pine.
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and whoever has tasted the...
I've seen enough. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Can you return my...
Huh?
I've always believed as a puppet...
Regaining your memory? Are you sure?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. But then I met you. And I've always felt, so I beg...
Very well, since your mother... You have made your decision. Now, Take this.
Set him free?
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright? No way!
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end. This is trying my patience. Have you got any more stupid questions? Insignificant pest! Squall and Fury! Churn! The wind rises. At my command, you shall fall. Perish! Squall and Fury. Upon the gale. My endless cycle begins! The wind rises. Nothing worth mentioning. Feeble human! To behold! Quit following me. The wind rises. Insignificant pest! Imbecile!
It disappeared.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has
Come on.
Welcome back, traveler. You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali.
But that doesn't...
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope changing what you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence...
Indeed.
Do you regret doing...
Even if I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul.
Yes.
Why would you go...
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you up, but before you...
Very clever.
I guess you could say it.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it... Oh, right. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are...
I'm glad you're a traveler, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I will try...
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be... I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. Some things, everything that you feel, to be human is to live with imperfections.
But humans can't...
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without... The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's...
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate? Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas. No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got... Are you sure? Okay. Have you got anything? Are you sure? Oh, all right.
There. Now you have a name of your...
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking.
Take your time. I don't need to see everyone who
You mean
the doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. No nonsense. I like it. All right, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, so we can finally go eat.
Thank you both.
I've got it! You mean... Yeah! I heard the dark then won all these life.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow! Huh? Look at the vase. Did some...
You sound lost and confused. I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed when a small, like a vase. History does not change easily, but human hearts can.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? Feels wrong. Ad Astra. Thank you for.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend.
Hiya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see—
Wait a second. You must be here on official official business, right?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages.
And?
So far, so good. I'm already in Well, let's not—
Hey! Using your job to—
Oh? What makes you very sharp of you? I wouldn't say I'm familiar with—
And?
Do I have to? Well, all right. I overheard— I'm sure you'll agree that And so, it wasn't long. It was a short-lived adventure. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book. My life had less and less to do with Conria, I used to believe, but then I began— As well as This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, these days—
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me— You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past—
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of— Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss— Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, all right then.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? Well, I suspect that they—
Oh, so if he was the founder, he'd be the king, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that.
Not new. Not exactly. Your brother. He mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the—
So, you're—
Correct.
Well?
No. Now is not the time. No, I'm still waiting.
Serious?
Wait,
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago?
yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can...
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever, but it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. It's an looks like it's been ages since it.
Nothing else stands out in this area.
Wait, we're just.
Unlikely. There are no signs of life.
So there really is. Hey, look!
Can't you smell it?
Oh, so it's a medicine? There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon? Huh? It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping. This bed looks pretty ordinary. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth their attention here.
My memories are... but we'll exhaust...
Noises?
It's not much.
Monsters? Wow, Jane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. It's surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Jane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Now you shall perish!
Spring forth! Scatter! Eat this!
There is no escape!
I doubt that the... a ley line... Okay.
What?
Your suspicion... not to mention...
Good thing there's a...
Let's light it up!
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if they were changing the subject. So... Don't... Oh, you stop it! The... stars? Wow. Yeah, but we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles! And you too, Teyvat! You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk... All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monsters. Oh, come on, don't say that. Paimon just wants to look at Nighty-Night.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Halt! What? This place is not whatever you think it is, nor your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes. What business is that of you? Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way, but no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on then. Mind your own business. Don't worry, he isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just... Huh? You know Conria? Who are you, exactly? And how do you know I'm from Conria? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. This is the curse. We lost. All we can do is watch helplessly. Because, although Conria began with a single when the cat, but those whose he is Car, I then Caribert. After all, I always owed him much, and now, at least I can finally be. She was. And now, if nothing else.